To class, and today we'll be discussing about triangles. So a triangle is a three-sided shape like what I drew on the board. Does anybody know if all of the angles you take here, like this one we're going to call it angle A, this one we're going to call it angle B, and this one we're going to call it angle C. If you take all of these three angles, what would it add up to? Which number?
180.
Yes, 180 degrees. So that's the total. If you add up all the different angles in the triangle, this is the number it will equal. But if you look at this triangle right here, what do you notice that's special about this triangle?
It has 90-degree angle.
Yeah, so this angle right here is a 90-degree angle. A 90-degree angle is an L shape, so any L shape like this, or it could be backwards, upside down. Any L shape like that is a 90-degree angle. So moving on from this triangle, another triangle would be something that looks like this. So what's different about this triangle from that triangle?
Here,
Yeah.
I think this triangle has three sides equal.
Yes, I guess you could say that, but that's not the answer I was looking for. What I was looking for was more related to the angles. And then for this triangle, it would be that if you look at these three angles, all of these have a shape that is not an L, but less than an L. So an L will look like this, and shape is more like that. So this means that none of these angles are right angles, which are 90 degrees. These are all less than 90, and this would be called an acute triangle. This would be called a right triangle.
Oh.
So now moving on to another triangle would be kind of similar to the acute triangle, but kind of elongated triangle. So if you look at this angle right there and compare it to this angle here, what do you notice that's different?
It's greater than 90 degrees.
Yeah, so this angle is bigger than 90 degrees, which means this is classified as an obtuse angle. So if you just look at the angles of a triangle, these are the three different triangles you would get. But if you want to look at, now we're going to look at two more triangles which have a more specific identification. And this is side C. If you look at the sides of this, and I'll just tell you, side A equals side B. This means that this side over here equals this side over here. Does anybody know what a triangle with two sides that are the same is called? No.
An isosceles.
Yes, it's an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangles basically have two sides that are the same, and because these two sides are the same, then these two angles are the same. Why these two angles are the same is because if side A and side B are the same, you can basically say that they're technically both side A or they're technically both side B because they are the same. You can just interchange them. So if you take side A and then with side C, you're going to have a line that looks like this. This angle, it doesn't really matter what the angle is, but if you take, this is side A and this is side C. If you look at that, the other side, this is also side A and that is also side C. And because they're both the same, they're basically both the two same sides, that's why these two angles at the bottom are the same. Okay, so now we're going to do a chant that'll help you guys remember what we actually just discussed about triangles. So you guys can all say along with me.
Okay.
So ready, let's begin. Right triangles have an angle of 90 degrees. Learning these triangles will be a breeze. Obtuse has an angle above 90, while acute has them all below. Three equal sides is equilateral, this is something I know. Last but not least, the isosceles has two equal sides. I did this all with ease. Okay, good job, guys. Okay, everyone, now we're going to do this again, but with a little bit more energy. Okay, 1, 2, 3, Go. Right triangles have an angle of 90 degrees. Learning these triangles will lead you to breathe. Obtuse has one angle above 90, while acute has them all below. 3 equal sides is equilateral, this is something I know. Last but not least, the isosceles has 2 equal sides that did all with ease. Okay, great job today, everyone. I'll see you guys next time, next class.